In this video on analysis in QGIS, we will explore continuous and classified data. Input your exercise data and drag the polygons to be below the point layer. Activate the populated places layer and have a look at the attribute table. You can see that there is a lot of data in the attribute table, including population data from multiple years. I'm interested in the population data for 2015. If you click on it, you can see the population data from largest to smallest. And I would like to use this attribute field to symbolize the points. Open the layer styling panel, or you can double click on the points layer, which will also open the layer properties, and you can click on the Symbology tab. I prefer to use the layer styling panel because I can see what changes I make on the map as I'm doing them. I would like to symbolize the populated places using the population 2015 data. I'm going to change the symbol type to graduated. The value I want to choose is population 2015. You can then click Classify. If you zoom in on the country to Nigeria here, you can see that the points are now in different colors, but this equal count or quantile doesn't make that much sense. Quickly going to change the background color for the country because we can't see nicely against it. So I'm just going to make it transparent for now. And then I'm going to go back to the populated places. Under the mode, you can choose equal interval, or you can choose a logarithmic scale, or you can choose natural breaks, or pretty breaks, or standard deviation. I quite like the look of the natural breaks. For the symbol, I'm going to click on the box, click on the symbol maker, and I don't want a stroke, so I'm going to click on transparent. I'm going to go on 3. Click on go back. And you can see the different colors associated with the populated places. And for the color ramp, you can choose any color ramp. You can choose different blues, greens, but I'm going to choose reds. And you can see that each of the populated places has a graduated color from light red to a very dark red, showing an increase in population. I'm quite happy with that. So now I would like to symbolize the countries, and I'm going to open the attribute table, and in the countries you can see that there's a lot of information pertaining to the countries, including the feature class for the admin capitals, the different types of countries, and all sorts of information. So I'm going to use the economy layer to symbolize the map. You can see that there are different types of regions. There are developing regions, least developed, developed regions. So I would like to show where the economy of the country is at. Under countries, we would like to go to categorized. We would like to find the value for economy. Click on economy and click classify. That will classify your countries as per the development status. If I zoom out, you can see that the map is classified and the different countries are shown in different colors. You can choose the colors that you would like for these by clicking on each color and changing it individually. However, I would like to use a color ramp. You can choose blues, where the darkest color shows the least developed country. Or you could choose reds, where the darkest red shows the least developed countries. Or you can use, for example, here we can use spectral, And that shows the least developed countries as being blue and the most developed as being red. Click on the color ramp. You can choose the different colors you would like for the color ramp. Specifically this one, I would actually like to have it the opposite way around, that the least developed countries are red and the most developed countries are blue. But lastly, on the drop down, as I said before, I want the most developed countries to be blue and the least developed to be red, so I'm going to invert those. If you zoom in again to Nigeria, you can see the points and the countries. So we can see that Nigeria is in the emerging region as far as economy goes, and it's different populated places. Open the labeling tab for the countries and import a single label for the name, Arial, and bold, and let's make the Nigeria label or the country labels 14. And this is how I would choose to symbolize. There are multiple ways to symbolize the map. You can use the different symbols to make it exactly as you see it in your worksheet, but I prefer it to look like this. It's a completely personal preference.
Turn off and collapse the other layers. Input the Tandale Hill shade and drag it to be below the two vector layers. Click Zoom to full and you will see the Tandale Hill shade. We're now going to look at the different ways we can symbolize the hill shade. Firstly, you can see that it's in single band gray. I'd like to change it to single band pseudo color. Click on that. You can see that it's currently in linear, that the minimum value is 1 and the maximum value of the cells is 255, and there's one band gray and no other things. So now once you've put single band pseudo color, click classify. It's currently continuous, but we can change it to equal interval, or we can change it to quantile. It depends on what kind of effect you would like. Play around with the different effects here to see if you can achieve the effects shown in your exercise.